My friends, you would have noticed that the guns of the opposition have been relatively silent since the main event of July 19th. They were really traumatized by that event. They got to see a sea of green. And those who worked to report for them left and went back and said, They were traumatized that evening. They recognized that the more vicious they are, the stronger we get. The nastier they get, the more support they mobilize for the Progressive Labor Party. They probably recognize by now that their wickedness and their dirty tricks have backfired on them. However, my friends, we must not make the mistake of taking their quiet as calm or their silence as sleep. Our adversaries at this very moment are reloading and preparing for a fight to take back the government. They see control of the government not as an opportunity, but as a birthright. That is not political ambition. It is obsession with control. I don't expect any departure from the attacks and the insults that the UBP hierarchy and the media that they control have been hurling at me. I wear those attacks and insults coming from those quarters as badges of honor. When they attack me, they are attacking you. When they attack me, they are attacking the PLP. No matter how vicious their attacks, I do remain unbroken and unbowed. I know that if they will ever realize, they should, that there ain't no stopping the PLP now. The PLP has changed many things in Bermuda. These changes are still enduring. You heard Minister Paula and other speakers read out the accomplishments of the Progressive Labor Party since 1998. So many that they only covered about a third. But because you don't control the daily Bible, you are sometimes inclined to believe wrong things about you. They can control the media, but they have no right to control your mind. The reality today is that the Progressive Labor Party is the majority party. Nothing will change that. We have people power going for us. The only way the Progressive Labor Party can be defeated is if we defeat ourselves. And I don't think we are about to do that. Things are better now for the Bermudian people than ever before. Things are even better for Louise Jackson than they were ever before. And as good as things are, I want to make them better for all of us in Bermuda. I want the young Bermudians to have access to the best education the world can offer. We just came off a cruise, as I mentioned. We stopped in about 8 countries, or 8 cities. And everywhere we went, I would ask for the English newspaper. And every single newspaper had something in it about the concern on the part of public officials about the education system. Everybody's concerned because someone has got to do this work when we are through. Our children must not become adults who are spectators to the massive success in Bermuda. We cannot simply stand aside and look. We must participate. And we, your government, are working on that. We are working to improve health care. We are making life better for our seniors in their golden years. And when you see what this government has planned, what this party has planned for future health care for our people, it will bring tears to your eyes. Because no longer will you have to worry about what happens to your health care when you finish working at 65. This government will take care of you. We are supporting healthy lifestyles for our young people through sports. That is why I'm so busy on the road, generating investment in new hotels and negotiating successes like the PGA Grand Slam. That is the PLP in action. When they ask you, what has the PLP done? Tell them, open up your eyes. And if you can't see, listen. I expect the UBP to start beating the war drums again soon. Before the first PLP government, there had not been a single major hotel in Bermuda in 35 years. How can you say that you are in the tourism business and you don't have a new hotel in 35 years? If I said to some of the people in this audience, you couldn't get a new dress in 35 days, there would be some concern. So you're not serious about tourism if you allow your product to weaken for 35 years and you keep thinking that the problem is what kind of commercial you're putting on TV. That's because you don't like to look in the mirror. But you see, none of our politicians owned hotels so we could take a critical look at them. Now our opponents are objecting to Jumeirah. Jumeirah is the premium brand among all hotels in the world. Today, our tourism product is the envy of every other destination. Air arrivals are up. Cruise visitors are up. Hotel occupancy is up. We don't have any more rooms to put them in. It will be up even further. Visitors are spending more. Very important, because you can have the same number of visitors, but if they don't spend, you don't get the economic impact that you had in mind in the first place. Visitor satisfaction is high and climbing. 3 years ago, visitors were in the 75 to 80% bracket with respect to being very satisfied with Bermuda. Today, they're in the 90 to 95%. That's what we call improving the product. So we've got to be doing something right. Our hotels are quickly filling up for the PGA event. Our hotels have been sold out for much of the summer. We are enjoying record numbers. Everybody is benefiting from the boom. Our taxi operators will tell you. They may not tell me, but they'll tell you. They'll tell you things could not have been better than they've been this summer. We're experiencing boom times in construction. We're delivering quality government housing, providing more water. This is performance. This is not a government that's asleep at the wheel. This is performance from a government that is doing the right thing, making the right decisions, and making a decisive difference. The darkest cloud is crime. The governor has apologized for this. It was enlightening and encouraging to hear this coming from the source of control over the police.